Good afternoon, bro. As always, step number one, take your phone and throw it. You don't need your phone. Pay attention. Make this a one-on-one conversation between you and me. Let me tell you a story. I know someone that recently wanted me to wingman. Wanted me to be a wingman for him when he talked to a girl. I did. I agreed. I was like, yeah, sure, bro, let's do it. I'm actually really happy. I'm proud of him for actually trying to approach this girl. And then I actually had another reason for approaching her. It was just business between me and her. I was asking about someone else, but anyway, we walked up to her, and then he just said, "Oh, I returned something to you, whatever. I returned it here, whatever, whatever." And then I talked to her. I said whatever I needed to say, and then we left. It was just like he didn't. His intentions were to ask her out, obviously, but he didn't do it. Think about it like this. I'm really proud of him. I'm glad that at least he approached her. Sure, he spent the last 30, 20 fucking minutes just thinking, oh, what do I say? What do I say? I give him the advice, bro, just go for it. Just talk. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, once we started walking back to wherever we came from, he started talking to me. He started saying, yo, bro, I don't really think she fucks with me that much. And I turned to him and I said, so? So what? And he's like, oh man, I really liked her. And I'm like, how do you really like this person? You barely even know them. You just observe them. You know her name. That's it. Because before this interaction, he already got her name. He already approached her before by himself, which is good. But that's all he knew. All he knew about her was her name, first and last name. But he didn't get her anything. He didn't get anything. And then we were talking. He said, oh, she doesn't really fuck with me. And I said, so what? So what? He said, oh, that's really sad because I really liked her. And I think in that moment, I thought, how many options does this guy have? I started talking to him and I introduced him to this concept called the scarcity mindset. He's in this mindset where he believes that stuff like this, pretty women, good looking girls, give him attention very rarely, every, I don't know, couple of months. And so whenever it happens, he has to take it up. He has to indulge in it. He has to take that opportunity. I completely disagree with that. This scarcity mindset has you fiending over bullshit. It's especially us, this goes a lot. This goes way more, way further for the people that live in westernized countries, Canada, US, England, Australia. We live in such a spoiled society where scarcity mindset shouldn't be a thing. If you come from a place that's extremely poor and I don't know, stuff actually is very scarce, and 100% you can justify that. But here in Canada, US, these westernized countries, England, there are plenty of fish in the sea. Why would you get hung over on this girl that you barely talk to? You think that she's the only girl in the world. She's the only girl that gave you attention, and so now you're in love with her. That's a scarcity mindset. That's the only thing that matters, that girl. That doesn't make any sense. And I bring that up to him. I say, you have this thing called scarcity mindset. You think that she's the only thing that matters. You put a lot of your attention on her, and suddenly you put her on a pedestal. And now, when you quote-unquote lost her, it's 10 times worse, 100 times worse than it would have been if you didn't. If you just if you've been nonchalant. If you had the mindset going in of saying, it doesn't really matter what happens. It's if she says yes to me asking her out, good. If she doesn't say yes, if she doesn't like me, oh well, all good. It doesn't matter. If he went in with that mindset, guarantee you, he wouldn't have been so hurt. He wouldn't have been coping. He would have been crying to me, oh, but I really liked her and she doesn't like me. Come on. And then I tell him, you have this thing, scarcity mindset. You put this girl on a pedestal. And he's like, oh yeah, but actually in reality, I only get attention from girls every so often. It's very rare for me. And I'm like, okay, so change that. It's that easy. And he's like, oh, well, what do you mean? Now I'm going to give you the typical advice, self-improvement advice. Build yourself up. It's that simple. Just be more attractive. Just build muscle. Make yourself have a purpose. Make money. That's how you become more attractive. That's how you get rid of the scarcity mindset where you think things like this happen so rarely, where you get hung over on them. That's how you get out of like depressions. That's just it. I hope this quick video helped you. I just have to record this before I have to go do something. See you.